UIFPD professional is number 372, Garrett Firestone.
Well, we're just gonna have to angle this. I got Havana and Ember home, and then forgot the fucking big tripod. But we're gonna make it work. Finish this workout. We're gonna do a little different today though. Since it's just solo dolo, we gotta stay a little more stationary. I'm just gonna rock through these, then we'll do hammer curls after. We're just gonna pick up the pace on this a little extra. Once we get set up. These can be a little difficult to sit up sometimes, but I just kind of get in it to where it feels good, like most of my movements. Get this elbow sleeve back on. Try to protect my left elbow a little bit. Let me hit a set, and then we'll kind of talk about how my mindset has shifted now that we were able to secure the card. Yeah. Yep. Oh. Whew. We're gonna go up and wait on that. So this is kind of one of my biggest regrets I've had in bodybuilding. And I think a lot of people will latch on to this feeling. For some reason, I can't think of the word I was looking for. And that is that I did not treat the sport or myself with the respect that I think the high level pros do. And with that, I mean, I did enough as an amateur, right, to make progress. I did enough to turn pro. I did enough to, build my current physique. But I left years on the fucking table. I mean, years on the table, right? I've been competing for 10 years. And I know I can be like, oh, I was in the military and Navy deployments aren't the easiest. They're all just excuses. I would have been so much further along, right? I mean, hindsight's 2020. However, now that I'm kind of like in the position I'm in, I could have had this so much sooner. And I'm talking, 3 years ago, if not earlier. And I just kind of put it out there that if you really, really want to turn pro, you have to be a professional as an amateur. There are some people that can get away with it off of genetics, certain aspects of bodybuilding, right? But the majority of people have to treat the sport with the respect it deserves in terms of how hard it can be, and really drive home the point being, right? If you want to be a professional, the easiest way to become a professional is to be a professional long before you're professional. And I neglected to do that at an optimal level. Therefore, my time frame got extended. So if you want a shorter time frame, I'm going to turn pro my second show. Well, you can only prove it, right? So you either prove it or you don't fucking prove it. If you treat yourself as a professional prior to turning professional, I'll believe you when you say, I'm going to turn pro. But if you don't, you're just another person talking, in my opinion. Yep. Up. 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 Oh, damn. Yep. I want to get really fucking strong at those. That's the goal. Really, really strong at those. So as you guys see, I do a lot of press work. And I mean, for me, it just makes sense, right? Your triceps are used for pushing. So if you get really fucking strong at pushing, well, you're going to get really strong fucking triceps. And ideally, really big triceps. Now, strength doesn't always equal, tissue. However, a big muscle is a strong muscle. All right, hammer curls. Well, couldn't get the first set. My angle was off. Oh, couldn't get the first angle with the 50-pound dumbbells. The angle was, or the zoom was way too close where I had the tripod, as it's under the dumbbell rack. God damn. Oh, hopefully that angle worked. We'll see right now. Whew. Boy. Whew. All right, I think we get this one. When the 55's back, that felt really good. We can go dual though. But at the same time, ah, damn. Yeah. All right. Call it there for arms. We'll throw my wrist straps on and go hit 2 lat bias movements to finish up today, so we can go eat because I'm fucking hungry. Seeing as we've only got 1 meal in our system, and I'm used to training with, I guess technically if you count my intra, it's 2 meals, but I'm used to training with 3 meals in. But we got all our water in, so we're still in a good spot, at least with hydration. Yeah, let's go finish today off with these back movements. So I usually like to try to do overhead, but the benches are taken. So we're just gonna use, the nice thing about Crunch is they have the single side of the cable, or whatever the fuck, how would I, they say, they have 2 attachments for the 1 stack. That's what I was trying to explain. So I can do single arm really well on this. Another thing this off season I really need to focus on, especially specifically with my back movements, are getting my elbow back further, just completely fucking driving it as hard as possible. Of course, within, you know, the range of motion, right? Or being able to retract in the shoulder blade region, and just really like being able to drive everything back without letting the shoulder roll forward. Yeah. 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 Oh. And then of course, it's getting fucking strong in this movement. That's the one thing I've neglected, is to really try to progress load. And we're just kind of like getting back into training. I know I say it right, but my recovery's a little rough right now. Speaking of recovery, I don't know how the fuck y'all do this natural. It's fucking crazy to me. I couldn't imagine anymore. Absolutely could not imagine anymore. I'm on 70 mg still of tests every other day. And I'm ready for more. I will also say this, doing this yourself fucking blows. Having Havana and Brian and John, nah, this shit's for the birds doing it yourself. Now I know why I stopped doing it. But I gotta stay consistent. You guys have really been making me enjoy it again. Whew, here we go. Hey, we'll go up and wait on that. I almost feel like I'm recalibrating. And I will once we get into a really big push phase as well, after we recover from the surgery. And make sure, you know, all our bloods are in a good position to do so. And then we'll recalibrate based kind of on where we're at now to see where our baseline is with all our loads on all our lifts, kind of solidify what movements we want to utilize. So right now I'm gonna be lifting with clients more, especially with all of them, you know, or not all of them, but two of them here coming up on their show dates, kind of be able to drive them at the back end of prep, you know, when we're fucking tired and hungry and need that extra motivation. It's where I really like to thrive as a coach. So I'll be kind of moving days around and playing with different equipment and kind of getting a solidified schedule going into that push. Actually, let me put the shirt back on. So we'll say this again about the shirts and the drop. They make me want to wear them in the gym. And as you guys know, I like to wear my tanks. But these shirts, you know, drop 002, even first drop, our training tees, if we had crop tops big enough, you know I'd fucking wear them. But they make me want to wear them. So I figured I'd put them back on, or put this one back on, the Peace shirt. Hey, I can't get over how comfortable these fucking training tees are, man. And y'all can continue to miss out if you want. But once you get your hand on one, yeah, boy, you need all of them. All right. God damn. There it is. All right, one more. Haven't decided what we're gonna do yet. Trying to think. Let me go figure it out. And of course, I'll take you guys along. So, I usually use a D handle with these and do them single arm. But I am actually going to try something a little different today. And this is the beautiful thing about training, right? You want to do what feels good, what feels right. Now, when using machines, right, they're supposed to get you in a position to maximize the targeted muscle group. But you're still able to fuck around a little bit and play around with certain angles, certain seat heights, right? Certain hip positions. So we're gonna fuck around a little bit and see if we can do something a little different today. Do one arm, see what happens. Kind of like having double. Ah, damn. Okay. I like that. But my forearms are fucking fried, so I'm gonna put my wrist, whatever the fuck they're called. They're not wrist straps. My Cobra grips. Guess that's what we'll call them. So, when you talk to people, sometimes they'll bring up like, oh, well, you use VersaGrips or you use the Smith machine or use straps or use knee wraps. Slap that motherfucker when they tell you that's cheating. Bitch, I use steroids too. Go cry to your mom. But on a serious note, my forearms are fried, right? So if I want to continue to move weight, well, I throw the VersaGrips on and voila. I'm not a grip strength athlete. It's fucking irrelevant for me. I've competed like 16 times. And if my memory serves me correctly, which it does in this instance, no judge has ever said that I didn't have enough grip strength. They've always said, I've got to shit back. Now, if I've got to quote unquote cheat a little bit to get a better back, well, guess what the fuck I'm gonna do? You get the point. Ooh. Ooh. Might have to lock down a little bit. Ooh. Ew. All right, I need more elbow drive, so I'm gonna drop the weight back down. And these videos, they don't just serve purpose, you know, in trying to get my name out there, my physique out there, and, you know, do what I can to help you guys. But they're also a way for me to monitor my own progress, my own movements, make sure to hold myself accountable. And you guys do too, right? So if you guys see something fucked up, or I'm not even following my own advice, or I'm not training hard enough, or I'm not moving properly, say that shit in the comments. I don't grow off of being complimented. Let's just put it that way. I'd much rather be critiqued than be told, you know, oh, your back is good enough. Clearly not. So any way I can get better, absolutely about it. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Fuck. Ooh. 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 All right. Just turn it into a drop set. Fuck it. Woo. Ooh. 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 Damn. Ooh, boy. I need to eat. I fucked up big time. But sometimes I get caught up in the fun of coaching and watching someone else get skinless. So, worth it to me to spend extra time with Christian this morning. Man, between him, Leo, Joseph, Jordan, the boys in prep right now, super fucking excited. And I got some boys lined up for next year now, finishing up their off season. December, we'll game plan for them for 2026, as well as myself. Oh.